Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing O and OA retirement visas. I have discussed this topic before. Circumstances are sort of compelling me to discuss it again. I've taken a lot of grief on discussing this topic in sort of the comment sections of a lot of these videos. I discussed this at length about a year ago. In fact, it's getting to be right at the 1 year point, October of 2019. When we were discussing OA visas in the insurance category. And I stated back then, and it looks like it's somewhat coming to pass, that I thought there would be circumstances wherein insurance would start to, let's start from the beginning. OA visas and O retirement visas, they both can be issued for retirement, but there's this sort of cosmetic difference between an O-A visa, which is issued by Ministry of Foreign Affairs and then can possibly be renewed and extended here in Thailand, and then an O retirement visa, which is, generally speaking, it's an extension status here in Thailand, issued under the auspices of Thai immigration. It's O status for purposes of retirement. And for those who are unaware, and I've gotten into this at length in other videos on this channel, the Immigration Act of '79, O visas are not explicitly mentioned. There's simply a catch-all category under the listing of visa types that just says, basically, or other reasons as deemed necessary by ministerial regulations. So the O retirement visa or the O-A retirement visa, or for that matter, the O-X retirement visa, are sort of a product of regulation, not a product of law directly. They're a product of law sort of indirectly, in that they are created by ministerial regulations, which is enacted pursuant to the catch-all category under the Immigration Act. So that's where we need to start. Within the immigration apparatus, comparing Ministry of Foreign Affairs with Ministry of Interior specifically, and then immigration, which sits under Ministry of Interior, there's sort of this cosmetic difference. O-A is issued by Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it can be extended by immigration here, but immigration can also issue an O visa for retirees. And as we've gotten into in other videos on this channel, this is becoming something of a concern for folks, because folks that have been sort of trapped abroad in O retirement visa status may not be able to return directly to Thailand in O retirement visa status because only OA is currently being explicitly allowed to get a certificate of entry to the Kingdom of Thailand. So the reason for this analysis is sort of comparing these two things and whether or not I think in the future this differentiation is going to continue. I think as a practical matter it likely will, but it should be noted that as long as certificates of entry are required to enter Thailand, I think it's highly likely that the OA may be the only way to return to Thailand if you're abroad, because of the insurance requirement.